Last night I posted about my Karen neighbor and well last night she pushed too far. My girlfriend and I were outside on the front deck playing video games. I brought the two out so we could play some games, have a beer and just enjoy the evening. It was NT late 7 am about dusk. My girl and I are having a few rounds of Mario Kart 64, in my opinion the best one. When Karen gets home and marches her ass over to say what do you think you're doing, she was referring to the two on the deck, the beer in hands or the general enjoyment of life. I replied just enjoying our evening. Karen told me to take all the crap in my whore inside, it's not the place for this crap. And that's when she finally pushed too far and I snapped. I stood up and told her to shut her f mouth, get the eye off my property or I'm going to drag her off. Karen laughed at me saying I have no idea what's going on. Karen said she sees cars and men going into my home all day when I'm at work. Karen's not wrong, lot of people stop by during the day to see me. She has the girlfriend's car and mine mixed up. She doesn't realize I basically working from home. I get even more pissed and walk to the stairs to confront her and she waddles back to her house in a hurry. Cops show up 30 minutes later with a complaint. Today I went to the police station and they gave me reason 7894 why I hate them. They refused to do anything about her. They wouldn't take a report, nothing. They said it's a personal matter, it's my problem. They told me to just stay inside if she doesn't like me. Oh, the deck because it's causing them problems. The only damn reason I chose this house was that beautiful front deck. I saw it as a perfect hangout for my friends and I. Well, today I had plans to take the bikes out with my crew and cruise down the highway, but because of all this plans change. I called one of my buddies, Bruce. We call him Hot Dog. He is a hot dog vendor downtown Pronto. Bruce got the word out about the change of plans. Now the revenge is a very simple thing: drive Karen crazy, piss the cops off and just enjoy life. So I'm going to leave out some important information until we get to the point the cops arrive. Some information about my friends and I. We are all big burly men, most of us are covered in tattoos, and if I said a biker that's what we look like, except for Frost, he's a short shit. My friends get to my place at about 1 am. You could hear them arrive. 6 very big very loud Harley pull up in your drive. The entire house shakes. It's a thing of beauty. The crew discounts and we start our day just having a grand old time, on the front of my place. Karen eventually waddles her ass out of her house and we crank up the music. This time it was Baby Girl. When she starts walking over to my home we just all start booing her. Karen stops dead in her tracks, jaw almost hitting the ground, and walks back into her home. We went back to enjoying our lives. Cops show up. Now it's time to describe what was actually going on. Well, cops pull up and they step out, the looks on their face, it was glorious. Picture this: 7 big burly, most of us bearded tattooed men sitting shirtless in short shorts sitting at a full-sized poker table. Yeah, I brought out my poker table. Playing cards with money on the table, smoking weed with a few beers. All perfectly legal, checked the bylaws as long as it's at least 5 feet away from the public sidewalk. Well, cops were pissed off. They are getting annoyed being called to my house now on a daily basis. They want me to just do whatever Karen wants. After some words and some fast talk from my buddy Soup Boy, his last name is Campbell, he's a criminal defense lawyer, he works as legal aid lawyer. The cops knew there was nothing they could do. I told the cops that if they don't do something about Karen, this is going to happen every single day until they tell her to stop being a bitch. Cops went over to Karen's and she came outside, did some fake crying, pointing and screaming at us big barley shirtless men. As she was doing that we got extra mischievous and turned on the sprinkler. So now we have Karen screaming and crying to the cops, frustrated cops, and 7 big barley tattooed shirtless men in short shorts prancing through a sprinkler, now with classics from the Backstreet Boys playing on the stereo. Cops came back to talk to us, to ask how long we were going to be. We said all day. When they went back to their car we waved bye and said see you tomorrow. Karen closed all the curtains in her house and my friends just called taxis to go to their respective hotels. We're doing this all again tomorrow. Oh, I need to add something. My 70-year-old neighbor on the other side came out at around 6 am to see what was going on. I love this guy, he's an old school hippie. He sat down and had a joint with us. He gets harassed by Karen lot and hopes we keep it up. He's going to come over tomorrow with a few joints of his home grow weed, so score. Tomorrow is going to be fun.